Alone in the Dark is done, but yet continues. The eternal cycle of finishing a game and then picking a new game, as we will do. We'll continue to use standard difficulty. We don't... Like, there's not that much combat. I don't really... That's not... The combat doesn't feel great. We'll just keep going with standard difficulty. You know, I did old school on the first time. Why don't we try modern this time and see if it gives us any additional hints? Just see what it has to say that it might not have said the first time around. My previous autosave will be deleted. That's the sacrifice I'll have to make if I want to play a second time. And of course, we already know this intro. We can skip that. Alright, this time, of course, we're going with Emily Hartwood, and we'll see what she experienced in Derceto. I lost my low poly model. I guess I'm not the protagonist anymore.
Quiet. Where is everyone?
It's a big place. Maybe they're on the other side of the house.
Stay here. I'll have a look.
Alright, I mean, I'm the detective. You hired me to be the muscle. I mean, I guess if you want to do it yourself, it's fine. Nothing on here yet. Oh, now there is.
Surprised by her own reckless decision, Emily found herself breaking into Derceto. She mulled over how to present her story in case she got caught, but couldn't think of anything that sounded convincing. She wasn't much of a fast talker. Best to find a way to open the front door and let Detective Conby inside so he can handle the situation.
Right. You know, good model. Just doesn't seem quite right without her polygonal eyes floating off of her face, though.
What's this?
Well, it's a flashlight. And a kitchen garden key. We'll just take a look around. Of course, Actually, let me take a look at something here. Yeah, the Lagny apps that I collected in the first go-through are still represented here. So we will still want to keep our eyes open for more as we play through as Emily. No ladder here yet. There will be later, and we can't unlock that yet. Of course, we're also going to need a hose for this. Can't get that yet. How about that? What an odd thing. Of course, the big tree.
It must be older than Derceto. They've built the house around it.
And there's just a fan of the big tree. Who isn't a fan of the big tree? There's nothing weird about the big tree. And don't let anyone hear you say that you think it has sacks. The big tree absolutely has no sacks to speak of. Hypothetically, though, if it had sacks, do not poke it in the sacks. It doesn't like that.
I'll just take this.
All right, I didn't think Emily. She didn't seem like one to really hit the bottle. But I mean, I guess if she takes some damage, then that's the cure for what ails her. I do think that fits Carnby a lot more, though, to be running around, being attacked by monsters, gulping down from his flask.
Every day you're
Right, we did get that one previously. That is not a Lagny app. That's just a journal. Right, don't forget the fridge bullets. Where else are you gonna store them? Also, that is some good-looking bread. I mean, not all the food in this game stands out. There's some nice-looking bread. Can't believe Carnby did not accept any gumbo. Like, he hadn't eaten in a while, and they were gonna be on a long drive back. Oh, this would be a side door. Oh wait, no, this goes back out into here, because that's the door we came in. That's where we have a little steam puzzle.
Please do not touch the boy.
Don't touch the boiler. It's hot. Do not solve the tile puzzle on the boiler.
Looks safe.
Everyone loves picking at the tile puzzle on the boiler. Don't do it. It's dangerous. It's going to burn your hands. So, I enjoyed how this game went. I feel like it didn't quite get crazy enough, though. I do like how, in the original, every room is trying to kill you in different ways. And, you know, this game does go in some directions, but doesn't quite get to that point. Like, we didn't have a bathroom monster. We did not have a killer ashtray. We did not have a pirate who wanted to sword fight. And these are things we should have had. We did not have paintings shooting arrows at us.
Sunday, June 20th.
But something that I saw someone mention, which is an interesting point, is that this game does seem to be formatted in a similar way
Oh, what's this?
to Realms of the Haunting, which of course was a game in which the hub was a mansion, and then you found paths in the mansion that would lead to other worlds, and then you eventually come back to the mansion. And very similar kind of thing happens here.
I need the key.
Needs that key. Well, this game did have a better ending, though, than Realms of the Haunting. I like the game a lot, but of course it does fall apart at the end.
Wait, don't.
Excuse me? Do you know where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Of course not.
McCarthy, what are you doing? I told you not to lose sight of the girl.
Don't you worry, Mags. I'll find that little rascal.
Who are you people? What are you doing here?
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. His name is Jeremy Hartwood.
What are you doing, child? You shouldn't be alone. Go find McCarthy.
Who are you? Are you here for the Fay Dodo?
Go upstairs now.
My name is Emily Hartwood. I'm the niece of Jeremy Hartwood. This is Detective Carnby.
The police? Why are you here?
No, I'm a private investigator. Sorry to bother you. My client's worried about her uncle. He's a patient here at Derceto. If you don't mind, could you direct us where to find him?
No, I can't. Jeremy has gone missing. If you leave your information, I will make sure to contact you.
Wait, he ran away?
No, he won't leave the house. He's around here somewhere, and both of our orderlies are looking for him.
That's unacceptable. Where's Dr. Gray? I want to speak with him immediately.
Fine, I'll ask him. Wait here and don't touch anything.
We're not touching nothing. Let's go.
You want to see Jeremy's room?
Let's go touch things.
Can you show us?
Follow me.
Gonna touch things so much. Gonna touch all of Jeremy's paintings. Now, actually, this version of Emily doesn't have, like, the painting holder on her back. She was wearing that throughout the whole game. Where is she gonna store that painting now?
Thank you. Strange kid.
Let's look around, see what we can find.
Jeremy had gone missing. The housekeeper said the staff at Derceto was looking for him. But Emily wanted answers and demanded to speak to Dr. Gray, the man in charge. While waiting, a young girl offered to show Emily and Detective Carnby inside Jeremy's room. The perfect opportunity to look for clues regarding Jeremy's disappearance.
All right, let's look for clues. This looks like a clue. But we don't have the 6th tile. I do like how when you get the 6th tile, it turns out that's not a sliding tile puzzle.
Every night the dark man...
You can just pick up the tiles and move them around. Oh, there it is.
I found a commonplace book.
What's that?
A notebook with all kinds of stuff in it. Do you know a place called Tarawea?
Never heard of it. Is it close?
I have no idea. Just seems like it was a place Jeremy wanted to visit.
Good to know.
It's in his mind. We're gonna go there, even though Jeremy's never been there. Big veiny tree. Wonder what that means.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Looks like a talisman.
You mean like this one?
Can you find me a knife to cut the canvas? I want to take this with me.
You want to take the painting? Sure, I'll find one. I found this tube as well. Should keep it safe for you. Do you want to carry it or should I? Miss Hartwood? Emily?
I'll take it. Thank you.
We're done here, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to do any of this.
Listen, I think we should talk to Dr. Gray. He must know something about what's going on around here.
Okay. Let's do that.
Alright, there's her tube. Very important to carry this tube. I assume this painting...
I don't want to be here all night.
I assume this painting must come into play in her run, because why does she carry it the whole game?
Detective Carnby? Where did... What on earth is happening? What is this place?
Geez, you stare into a haunted painting for a few seconds, all of a sudden all this is happening.
Emily had never seen the French Quarter quite like this, dark and alien. The only possible refuge she could see from Jeremy's balcony was a bit of light coming from a corner store.
And we can't open this yet. Oh, did I get stuck already? Wonderful. I think I'm stuck on something. Okay, oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Was able to go up the stairs.
She had killed the horrid thing. But what was it? And would there be more?
But more importantly, Emily noticed
What is that thing?
that she lost a tube holding the painting. Where did that thing go? Go, 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 go. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Medicine for mommy. Emily was digging through the trash to look for liquor. She wondered to herself, am I becoming like Detective Conby?
This can't be.
You know, I was... You have to... You can't just walk normally when you're holding one of these, can you? Like, this is something that stuck out as strange to me. That if you're gonna hold one of these things, it seems like it has to be like this. I don't know if I can actually look at anything if I'm holding a brick. Or it doesn't seem like I can move any faster. Why can I pick one up here, though? Well, I mean, maybe... Well, I was gonna say maybe if one was chasing me? But... This wouldn't have been much of a distraction if they already knew I was here. Ding ding. Wow, the choke slam.
Emily, is that you?
Baptiste?
How'd you get here?
I was back at Derceto. Looking for my Uncle Jeremy?
Jeremy's your uncle. I didn't know.
Why would you? You're still working at Derceto?
Yeah, both me and Lotta stuck around. We're real orderlies now. You remember my sister Lotta, don't you?
What happened, Baptiste? How are we here?
You know about the dark man haunting your uncle?
I'm familiar with his mental state.
I think we all in his head somehow. Cause these streets are real, but they're not like on any map. Nah, this is like when you remember something, but in the wrong way.
Do you know how to get back to Derceto? I'm not safe here.
Truer words have yet been spoken, Mrs. Marcus.
Don't call me that. It's Miss Emily Hartwood. There's no reason to call me anything else.
I'm sorry, Miss Emily. I'm just trying to tell you like it is. This place ain't safe for no one. There's evil hiding in the dark.
How do I get back?
Only Jeremy knows how. He has this juju necklace guiding him.
You mean this talisman?
Mm-hmm. Just like it. He says it's been protecting him ever since he got it from Miss Jackson down the street.
You know where it came from? Have you been there?
I was there no more than 1 hour ago looking for Jeremy. Locked it up to keep the ghouls from getting inside. You can have the key if you want.
Thank you. I'll take a look.
Stay safe, miss.
All right, I'll stay safe. Got the keys. 3 keys on the chain. 1 for the French Quarter, 2 in Derceto. Do you greet everyone like that? Well, he didn't greet Carnby like that.
Are you staying here?
For a while. Want to see if Jeremy shows up.
Your sister. She also works at Derceto?
Yeah, she the one who got us jobs.
Be careful, okay?
You said it, miss.
All right, back we go.
I can't go that way.
Yep, too much fog. Just can't do it. You ever try to walk into solid fog? Stops you. You can't go any further. Got pipe.
Oh, what's this? My weapon broke!
He's just taking a nap. All right, stealth. Yes. Remember stealth? It was something we were supposed to be doing. And we could try to engage in it this time and see if it works, you know? See if it works any better. Nope, they heard me. Oh, it's too foggy down here, I expect. No, there's no one here.
Ah!
There's no one here. See? No one. So no one around. I don't know why you think there's someone here. Ding ding.
I can't go that way.
But we can go this way. You know, something, let's see. Something I wanted to mention. I don't know if this still is the case, but apparently there is a bug involving these keys. It mentions that there are 3 keys on the chain. So apparently some people experienced a bug where they were not able to open up all the doors they were supposed to. Apparently it's because they used the key on this gate, and then they didn't go through the gate. They, like, looked around this area some more, and when they came back, it was locked again. So then they unlocked it again. The thing is, the way these keys work is there is a counter of 3 uses on it. So the result would be they would use 2 on this gate, get back to Derceto, open up one of the doors in Derceto, and then the remaining door couldn't be opened. I don't know if that bug still exists, but apparently that was the case. So we're just going to go through immediately. We're not going to hang around. Oh, indeed. Anyone want a distraction? Doesn't seem so. Am I stuck? Sure am. I'm pretty good and stuck, it seems. Oh, no, okay. I got around. For a second there, I thought I wasn't going to get off of that. I got smacked. Emily did not have time to get drunk in the middle of getting attacked. You need to be a real professional to do that.
Whoa. This must be Miss Jackson's place. Let's see if we can find out more about Jeremy's talisman.
Maybe we can. Is there anything else to look at in here? Doesn't seem so.
It looks exactly like Jeremy's talisman.
All right. And what were those numbers again? Right, so the first one was, what, 853.
I think it's meant to hold the talisman.
Put it right on there.
I'm not sure what numbers I should use. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
There might be.
What's that picture in the glass? Where is that?
Good to see you again, Miss Hartwood. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. She also alerted me that you brought a detective with you. I'm very curious to hear what this is all about. You don't remember me, do you, Miss Hartwood? We met at your family's house in the Garden District, when your uncle was about to be admitted under my care.
No, I remember. Sorry. I'm not really feeling well.
Oh, well, in that case, have a seat. Let me make you a drink. I don't seem to have made much of an impression on you. On the other hand, I can vividly recall you and your parents.
Because of our cheerful disposition, I'm sure.
You are far too intelligent to think that. You come from a joyless family, Miss Hartwood. The only amusement I took from my visit was discovering that the young lady's drink was an old-fashioned.
Very astute. Is that supposed to make you seem attentive or intelligent?
Whatever you prefer. Are you ready to tell me why you are here, Miss Hartwood? And why you brought a detective?
I received a letter from my uncle. He seems certain that he was in danger here. If I find out you're treating him badly, I'll be taking him back with me to New Orleans.
Really? Is he going to live with you in your tiny garçonniere? That would be a spectacular way to ratify your spinsterhood. Because you are well aware that your father would never let him back in his house. No, I have it. Maybe you can bring him back up north. You've been wanting to move back for quite a few years, haven't you? You always preferred your mother's side of the family. Jeremy is free to leave with you. I won't object. However, there is one problem, as you might have learned. He is, in fact, missing.
Do you know where he could have gone?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I have my staff looking for him. I'm sure he will show up eventually, especially if he learns that you are here. He is quite fond of you.
What can you tell me about his condition? I never heard a proper diagnosis. What is your medical opinion of him?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, depressed, even. He suffers from a perceived lack of order in his inner and outer life. He constantly complains about events not presenting themselves according to their divine nature.
And the Dark Man?
Hard to tell if it was ever anything specific. Jeremy uses the Dark Man as a psychological scapegoat to avoid facing the truth that he is in any way at fault.
You don't think there can be any truth to the Dark Man's supernatural existence?
Why would you ask that?
Can we ever be sure?
If the Dark Man is some sort of evil presence that is in possession of Jeremy?
Well,
I assure you, any evidence that you experience supporting that claim is purely delusional. Don't get caught up in mass hysteria, Miss Hartwood. You wouldn't want to take your uncle's place in this hospital, would you?
I'll be leaving now, Doctor. I need to keep looking for my uncle.
Do so, Miss Hartwood. I'll let you know if he shows up.
Well, Emily's conversation with the doctor was a good deal more menacing than the one with Carnby.
Detective Carnby! God, I'm glad to see you. I was afraid you had left.
Me? You're the one who just disappeared.
It's hard to explain. I think I blacked out. It was like I went somewhere else.
It's okay, miss. You're clearly upset.
No, I don't know what's happening.
This is a very stressful situation for you, I understand.
Ugh, no, you don't understand.
Just take a deep breath. Why don't you sit down, smoke some of the Perique? If you want, I could even drive you back to New Orleans. I just want to have a talk with Dr. Gray first.
I want to stay. I found a talisman just like the one in the painting. I think I might be able to figure out where Tarawea is, where Jeremy wanted to go.
That's great. Just stay out of trouble, okay? Let me handle the investigation.
I'm not crazy, Detective. Not yet.
Okay, catch you later.
Oh dear. Well, no one's believing Emily. Which is
If
not...
a talisman like this can open up doors between the French Quarter and Derceto, then maybe Jeremy is hiding in some strange other world. Like Tarawea, the place he mentioned in the book. No matter where he is, it's clear that my search won't be limited to Derceto.
Despite making a fool of herself in front of Dr. Gray and Detective Carnby, Emily felt surprisingly invigorated. She felt absolutely sure that it was her manipulation of the talisman that had brought her back to Derceto. Jeremy mentioned 2 items in his commonplace book that somehow connected him to 2 more dreams, or whatever they should be called. If Jeremy had 2 more worlds open to him, then maybe he would hide there if he was scared. Or maybe he found a way to Tarawea, the place Jeremy so desperately wanted to visit. Excited to follow up on her clues, Emily set out to find the old clock and the boiler.
Which had these odd puzzles on them. Emily was confused as to why a boiler would have what appeared to be a sliding tile puzzle on it. But Derceto was turning out to be a strange place.
Saw you noticed.
Paul, you... Dr. L...
All right, the safe. I don't remember what the combination was, but if we did...
Sturdy. Doubt I'll be opening this.
If we had it, would it work at this point?
Interesting. It's all the patient files except for Jeremy's.
And of course, we cannot go into the doctor's office.
I need the key.
Let's see. So this was... We're in the clerk's office. The other one is the library. All right, open that map.
Good evening, Miss Hartwood. That is your name, isn't it? I would be terribly embarrassed if it wasn't.
You're right. Emily Hartwood, Jeremy's niece. Nice to meet you.
Ruth Talon. Is that Perique you're smoking? How terribly quaint.
Maybe so, but I like it.
Would you care to share some? That smell is making me feel very nostalgic.
Is it all that you hope for?
I enjoy your light mockery, Miss Hartwood. I can tell we would make great friends.
How flattering. Too bad you're locked up in this place.
Your insincerity is really refreshing. I wish you were mad as I am. Then you could stay.
Give it a few years and I might just be. Lunacy is one of my family's few privileges.
Oh, good. I'll be looking forward to it.
You don't know anything about what happened to Jeremy, do you?
Everyone here is really strange, and it's hard to know what to make of anything you hear. Occasionally, it sounds quite exciting, though. Good versus evil and all that. I'm sorry, but I don't think I have anything useful to share.
It doesn't matter. Thank you for the much-needed break.
Bon voyage.
Emily felt surprised by how much she enjoyed the company of Ruth. There was something familiar and friendly about her, like they were old friends that simply forgot about each other.
It would be so delightful if you could stay at Derceto, and then we could both be in the ritual around the big tree and we hang a small child. It would be so much fun.
Are you reading anything good?
A Brightness from Afar by Lord Boleskine. It's actually not bad.
You know where Detective Carnby is?
Oh, you don't need him. You're doing fine.
I should probably go.
Until next time, chérie.
Lost plant.
I don't think we can walk past these tables. I don't suppose you know of any Lagniaps in the room. So I looked at the patient records. Apparently you're here due to perversions. I guess good luck with the perversions. Oh, this is open?
This'll come in handy.
Oh, right, because I had to get the full set of one particular set of Lagniaps, and they carry over to this one, yeah. So we can just pick it up right away.
It's wet shut.
Right, we need like a little... We need a tool, particular tool to wedge that, unwedge it. Oh yeah, the room is full of tar. And there's a fire. Everything on outside is fire. I mean, it'll happen. It happens to the best of us. But we have bolt cutters. And when you have bolt cutters, everything's gonna be alright.
Everything's back to normal.
Well, almost everything. We still don't have our, like, painting roll on our back. That vanished at some point. We still don't have it. My map is of no use here. Right, our current objective. Astronomical clock. Well, we know the clock's on the second floor landing. Boiler is in the basement. I mean, finding the boiler now, we don't have the plate. Do we have the key to the shed? We have room key and bolt cutter. No, the bolt cutter could open the shed, I think.
Misaki nantet mwen, Mempra misaki nantet mwen, Men le anjeni, man yo deshena. What are you doing sneaking around? You almost scared me to death.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb your ritual. I wouldn't have guessed voodoo was in practice at a place like this.
The doctor may be all about science, but I know these roots have power.
Do you know what's going on here? I have a feeling Derceto is cursed.
There are several players with stakes in this game. Derceto isn't cursed or blessed. It's a battleground. And it would all be a lot better if you could get your uncle out sooner than later.
That's all I'm trying to do.
I wish you the best of luck, Miss Harwood. I really mean that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to look after my gumbo.
Is Gombo an actual spelling for it? Because they've done it twice now. I've never actually seen it spelled with two O's.
The housekeeper buried something in the flower patch beneath one of Dr. Gray's windows. She was singing in some Creole language, performing a peculiar bourgeois voodoo ritual. Certainly not an unfamiliar sight in the French Quarter, but voodoo had never felt this bitter to Emily.
Well, let's see what she buried. Looks like I cannot see what she buried. Well, as Carnby, I picked up a Lagniappe which said mummified cat. I assume I would have been able to pick that up if I hadn't done that as him. So she buried a mummified cat, and we just pulled it right back up. Look, it's for the investigation. Oh yeah, push this back up. There we go. And now get this.
It worked.
Hose. We got hose.
Now what's this?
It hose.
What's that?
Connect hose. Hosed. Two hose become one hose. And we have to turn it on now. Hose turn on.
There we go.
We got it. Broken plate. This is dark and burnt quality. I think that... Did this one go to the boiler? I mean, we're close to the boiler right now. We could always check. Cat. I mean, I assume that. It might be a hell beast. No, we cannot open this. That goes to the garage. I guess we don't go directly there from here. I went up to the second floor. You could take the stair. Okay, take the stairs down from there. Piece of plate.
You know, Mr.
What's that stain? Look, it's another one of those plates for the talisman.
Oh, it doesn't go in this one?
And I'm missing some pieces.
Maybe that goes upstairs. I don't think we can go into this room. This is the doctor's apartment. He doesn't want us in there.
It's wet shut.
Oh, right. We need the thing to get that out. Alright, here's the main hall.
This must be the clock. This looks like the thing that held the talisman in the French.
All right, but there's still one piece that we need. So we were in Jeremy's room prior. Are we able to go into the other rooms at this point? I think that we couldn't. Now we can go in here. Well, I don't see anything to pick up at the moment. Oh. Well, sure, Emily's sanity is holding on by a thread. I did not realize just how much the psychic damage of the Dark Man, how much damage was being done to her. But I mean, that is the way, isn't it? When you're at the center of these dark forces coming at you from all sides, and you're losing your mind trying to comprehend the incomprehensible, sometimes you just crash, and it's something that has to be accepted. That's probably a good place to say goodnight for right now. As we're starting Alone in the Dark with Emily. We finished chapter 1. We're in the middle of chapter 2. We're currently on the lookout for one plate for the clock on the second floor landing, and 2 plates for the boiler puzzle, so we can do those and find new locations for the talisman to take us. And, so far the gameplay has been the same, but the cutscenes and the way the characters interact with each other have been fairly different. So we'll continue on with Alone in the Dark, Emily's side, next time.